Congresswoman Kaptur, you said that you arrived here this morning. Can you tell me a little bit about what is going on here right now?
Yes, I left Washington about 6 o'clock this morning and wanted to make sure that the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and the Federal Emergency Management Agency were notified as a backup, depending on what the governor of Ohio would request, along with the mayor of Toledo and the officials of Lucas County, to assist our community to get over this speed bump. And right now what they're doing is testing the water. Some of the samples have been sent to US EPA in Cincinnati to see what those readings are compared to the readings that were taken here in Toledo, which had some conflicting data. So they were a little bit uncertain.
You said that the data was all different, that they were receiving different analysis.
It appears that the most sophisticated equipment is not available to us in this community, and so they had to send it to some other places that have more sophisticated equipment to analyze some of the new types of substances that are getting into our lake. So for example, one of the main ones they're concerned about is something called microcystis, which is actually a toxic type of algae. There are lots of kinds of algae, but they want to make sure that none of that gets into the drinking water system. And so they want to nail it. They want to make sure that they have it right. And so we are just here to back up the mayor, to back up the county officials, to make sure the federal government is there. Right now it's not a federal emergency. Right now we're handling it through the state of Ohio. That's the way that it goes. The locality reports to the state. We'll be getting on the phone with the governor shortly, and then working with the state, we decide whether we can handle this within the state and city and county, or whether we have to go federal with it.
But we are receiving, just within the state now, we're receiving help from, you said, Cincinnati and
the federal government through the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency offices, which have very sophisticated sampling equipment. So we're working in cooperation with the federal government. I appreciate the Obama administration helping us. I appreciate very much the Federal Emergency Management Agency on backup. We are identifying as a state different vehicles that can bring water up here to distribute them at points that the mayor will go on television and list later. A lot of our supermarkets are also putting water on the shelves now again. A lot of people went in and bought the water and the shelves are empty. So I'm very confident that when we have a telephone conversation this afternoon with all these officials, we'll have a very clear course of action. Meanwhile, people should stay cool. Just make sure that they don't brush their teeth or drink any of the tap water until the city says it's okay to do so. But I think we're very well organized. Thank you to the media for getting the word out, and I thank all the citizens who are helping one another, running to the store, getting water, giving it to their neighbors, and being very careful about what they consume. I've also been advising people to collect some of the rainwater for your house plants, and even to wash your hair if you filter that water and boil it before you use it.